Hi guys, welcome back to my channel on Learn Math with Levi. In this video, I'm actually going to be showing you how to differentiate. So let's take an example. Say you have 3x squared plus 4x. How do we differentiate such a sum? So the first thing you do is you look at this part of the sum and then you multiply the power of x by the coefficient of x. Okay, so here the power is 2. So 2 times 3. Okay, you're multiplying it. And then you bring the x. The next thing you do is you subtract 1 from the 2 here. So it's going to be 2 minus 1. Okay, then you bring your addition sign and you look at this part of the sum. Now, here the power of x is 1, but it's mostly not written. And the coefficient of x here is 4. So you multiply 1 by 4, giving you 4. And then the next thing you do is you write the x. And here you subtract 1 from the 1 here. So it's 1 minus 1. Okay? Now, let's simplify this further. So we have 6x. Now, 2 minus 1 is 1. When you have a power raised to the number 1, it's omitted. Bring in your addition sign. And here you have 4. Now, x raised to the power 1 minus 1 is x to the power 0. Okay? Now, looking at this part, x to the power 0 is actually equal to 1. Any number to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 4 is going to give you 4. So this is the same as 6x plus 4. Simple. It's simplified. So let's take another example. Take another example to make this a little more clear. Okay, so let's look at another example. Here we have 5x squared minus 4x plus 8. Okay, so we first tackle this part of the sum. Looking at the power of x is 2. You multiply it by what? Again, the coefficient of x, which is 5. X. The next thing, subtract 1 from the power of x, you're going to get 2 minus 1. Then you bring your minus sign and then multiply the power of x, which is 1, by the coefficient of x. I'm going to give you 4x, and then you subtract 1 from the power of x, so it's 1 minus 1. Okay, next thing is you bring your plus sign. Now here, what are we going to do? We have 8 without a variable. We have 8 without the x. The thing here is, as I said earlier on, any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So there's actually an x here, but it's invisible because it's raised to the power 0. Okay, so this is the same as 8 times 1. That's why the x to the power 0 is not written. So here, multiplying the coefficient, which is 0, the power, the power rather, is 0. By the coefficient, you're going to get 0. Okay? So anytime you have a number without the variable attached and you're asked to differentiate, the answer is simply 0. So no need to calculate further. So moving a step further here, you're gonna simplify this. 2 times 5 is 10. And then x to the power, what? 2 minus 1 is 1. It's not written. So we move on and we have minus 4 times x to the power, what? 1 minus 1 is simply 0. Okay? Now what did we say further? Earlier on, we said any number to the power 0 is 1. So this is the same as 10x minus 4 times 1 is 4. It's simplified.